Hi, and welcome back to the Applied Impact Evaluation EDX course run by the Center for Effective Global Action based out of the University of California, Berkeley. This module is on the regression discontinuity design. So far in the previous modules, we've gone through randomization, how randomization works, the problems we can encounter when running a randomized study, and some simple ways to analyze it. Now we're going to turn to analyzing the causal estimate, or trying to estimate a causal estimate, from a program that did not implement an RCT. We call these quasi-experimental designs or quasi-experimental methods. The first thing or method we'll discuss is the regression discontinuity. This is pretty simple to think about. Imagine there's a government program that provides scholarships to students that get above a certain grade in a test. Let's say if they score above a 95, they get a scholarship, and if they score below a 95, it means they do not get a scholarship. One could imagine that comparing two students, one who received a scholarship and got a 95, compared to someone who did not receive the scholarship but scored a 94, one can assume that these two students are very similar to one another. So the potential confounders won't have too big of an impact since there was only a 1 point difference in the score, which determined whether or not they received the treatment. So the basic idea behind the regression discontinuity, also known as the RD, is to compare people just around the threshold. Alternatively, you could think about a poverty score. If we're trying to target the poorest people with some kind of program, we could use a poverty index to identify which people to target with our government program. By comparing those people just above and just below the poverty score threshold, we can understand the causal impact of our program.